So on the internet, I get a lot of shit for the way that I say the word southern, or southern, if you will. I say it like southern because it's like south, northern, north, south, southern. People get really upset about this. And they say I should say southern. That's how I should pronounce it. Now look, I want to preface all of this by saying language, like as a concept, is just a bunch of sounds that we as humans sort of just all agreed to assign meaning to. And so, like, rules in language exist technically because we've just agreed on them, but like, it doesn't really matter, and language changes super frequently. So many people around the world have different accents and dialects. So I always think it's really weird when people get antsy about how some random stranger on the internet pronounces something a little different. And this is something, because I get so much shit for it online, I keep asking people I know in real life, how do you say this word? And there's a lot of split. It's almost like a spectrum, but a lot of people I know, I would say the majority of people I've asked that I know in real life, offline, say it the same way that I do. It's the opposite of north is south, the opposite of northern is southern. Now granted, the videos in which I get the most flack for this are old videos where I'm at times overly enunciating because I'm like reading a script and I want to speak clearly, so I'm like saying it, I'm almost like incidentally putting more emphasis on it than I normally would because I'm like over enunciating. So I'm like, it comes out more like southern, like there's more ow in it. Granted, it's almost like exaggerated in those instances, but still it's southern in my head. And a lot of people I know in real life say it that same way. I recently did some Googling. I just typed into Google, like, what regions pronounce southern as southern? Like I spelled it like SOWTHERN. Southern Ontario seems to have a very large population of people who pronounce it that way as well. And a lot of people I know that live here in the west coast of Canada and BC also have, like, you know, either moved from Ontario or have parents who did. My parents both lived in Southern Ontario as well. Maybe there's something with that, I don't know. But like, of course, people move and then dialects get all intermingled and mixed up anyways. So there is that. I don't know. I feel like vindicated a little that, like, whenever I ask people in real life, I'm like, how do you say this word? And they're like, southern, yeah. After looking online, seeing like, oh, I'm not the only one who says it this way, because all these people on Reddit. I also think for me, and I think for a lot of people here, they sort of think the same way, where southern has like a very specific connotation, where it's like southern is just a compass direction, and southern is like a specific kind of person from the American South. I think that's the sort of association. Like they're a southerner, they're a southern man, you know. But yeah, I think like there's southern and there's like southern, I'm a southern man, you know. And they're not the same thing, because one is like a kind of person, I guess, or not like a kind of person, but like where someone might be from. The same way that I would say that I'm a Western Canadian from, you know, I live on the West Coast. So yeah, I don't know, it's interesting, but I do think it is weird how upset people get. Like, it's like, oh no, some random internet stranger said this word a little, like, just slightly different. They pronounced one vowel in this one word slightly differently than I do, and they're wrong, and it makes me so mad. And it's like, why does every linguistics know-it-all feel the need to like interrogate me about it? You know, it's like, maybe open your mind a little. You know, it's like, it's not that weird actually. It's just regional dialects are a thing. Look, people in the UK say aluminium. Okay? At least I'm not adding additional vowels into the way that I say southern, right? I think Americans forget that like Canadian English is a weird hybridization of American English and like UK English. It really is in a lot of ways. But then when I say like Z instead of Z, I get called like pretentious. They're like, why are you saying it that way? You're being pretentious. You're not British. And it's like, well, first of all, actually, I am. My family are British immigrants who came overseas and moved to Canada. So I am. But also, like, bro, Canadians do not say a lot of things the same way Americans do, okay? And then calling me wrong because I said Z instead of Z. You're like, oh, you're just trying to be bougie or whatever. You're just being ignorant, you know? And I'm like, no, I'm just saying it the way people here say it. It's not wrong. It's different from how you say words because of your regional dialect. Anyways, it all comes full circle, right? I don't know, I didn't script this. I'm supposed to be editing a different video, and here I am recording this. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.